Hi friends, welcome to Technical Python series. In this video, we're going to talk about how to set the access ticks and tick labels in Matplotlib. By default, Matplotlib sets the access ticks and tick labels, but if you want to explicitly control them by supplying an array of ticks and tick labels, you can use the set xtick functions and set yticks functions to set the positions of the ticks. And if you want to control what are the tick labels values, you can use the set xtick labels and set ytick labels functions. You can even completely avoid the x-axis ticks or y-axis ticks by just applying a empty array to the set x ticks or set y ticks function. So this can be used as a trick to avoid showing the ticks on the axis. So let's start with an example. I'm going to take a blank folder. I'm going to open it with VS Code. I'm going to create a blank file and I'm going to name it as index.py. So first I will import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. So now I've got the matplotlib.pyplot module into the variable called plt. So now let me take some data so that I can plot it. So I've got some x-axis values and y-axis values. I'm going to copy and paste it in my VS Code. So now I'm going to plot these values on a canvas. So to get a canvas, I'll just write fig comma axis handles equal to plt.subplots. Now I got the canvas, and using the axis handle ax, I can plot the data using the ax.plot x comma y. Now I have to show my plot, so I'll just write plt.show. So now if I run this, you can see I've plotted the data on matplotlib subplot, and by default matplotlib has decided where the ticks and what the ticks label should be. So now we are going to override the positioning on the labels of these ticks. So for that, I'm going to use ax.set_x ticks to control the positioning of the x-axis ticks. So I'm going to supply an array of x-axis ticks positions. So if you want to show ticks, suppose at only 1, 5, 9, you can specify whatever the tick label positions you want, and you can just supply it to the ax.setx ticks. So if I just save it and run this, you can see we have controlled explicitly where the positioning of the ticks should be. In the same way, I can even control the positioning of y-axis ticks. I'll just write ax.set_y ticks, and here I'm going to supply a list of numbers where the positions of the y-axis ticks should be. So here I'll just write 1, 8, so let's save this and run it. You can see I've controlled the positioning of the y-axis ticks using the set yticks function. So this is how you can control the position of x-axis ticks and y-axis ticks using the set x ticks and set y ticks functions. Now if you want to change what the labels of the ticks should be, I can just write ax.set_x tick labels, and here I'll supply the list of values of the labels. So here I can give strings, numbers, or whatever that can be displayed. So for my example, I'll just write strings 0. So I've specified the labels for my ticks explicitly. So Matplotlib will now use these tick labels instead of the default labels which it was using. So if I just save it and run this, you can see the tick labels are overridden with the tick labels which you have provided. You can even mention the y-axis tick labels using the set y tick labels, and you just mention the list of tick labels that are to be displayed. Suppose if you want to just show tick labels something like, so we'll save it and run this. You can see we have controlled the positioning of the ticks and the labels of the ticks also. One thing you have to remember while using the tick labels along with y-axis ticks is that you have to mention the same number of labels as the ticks. If I just mention some different number of tick labels, suppose as this example, now you'll get an error where it says that the fixed locator has 4 locations, but you have mentioned the 5 tick labels. So take care that when using the y-axis tick labels or x-axis tick labels, you have to mention the same number of labels as the ticks you have mentioned. That is how you can use x-axis tick labels and y-axis tick labels for explicitly controlling what the tick labels that are displayed on the axis. So now let's move on to the next example where I just want to avoid showing the tick labels. So it's really simple. You just mention a empty array for ax.setx ticks and you mention an empty array for ax.setyticks. That means you are telling that there should be no tick positions, and that is how you can say that you can avoid ticks on x and y axis. So if I just play this, you can see that there are no ticks plotted on x and y axis. So you can use this set x ticks and an empty array to completely avoid plotting of ticks on x and y axis. I can even just avoid x-axis ticks only and keep the y-axis ticks just by saying only set x ticks of empty array. So if I just run this, you can say I have avoided ticks only on x-axis. The same way, if you want to avoid ticks only on y-axis, you can just say ax.set y-ticks of an empty array, and only y-axis ticks will not be visible. You can see that only y-axis ticks are not visible. So this way you can control the visibility of ticks also using this set x-ticks and set y-ticks function. You can say I've created a blog post on how to specify the positioning of x-axis ticks and y-axis ticks using the set x-ticks and set y-ticks function, and I've also given the example for how to set that x-axis tick labels and y-axis tick labels using the set x tick labels and set y ticks labels function, and how to avoid axis ticks using a empty array using the set x ticks and set y ticks function. You can see I've even given the source code so that you can copy and paste in your computer and practice it for yourself. So be sure to check out the link of this blog post in the description of this video. Hope you like this video, guys. Thank you for watching.